Yo guys, this is Jared, aka the Saint of Sins on Xbox Live, bringing you some more MLB 2K12. And yeah, the honeymoon period is officially over. OVAH, motherfuckers, this shit is done. That's not to say that I'm actually officially done with this game entirely. I will be playing it. I still kind of enjoy it, but unfortunately, I'm starting to notice way too many problems with it that just hinder my overall experience. And no, this video isn't really going to be about the gameplay, nor is it about the game itself. Really, this is more to get on topic with the upcoming baseball season, which officially starts in Japan tomorrow morning or earlier this morning, depending on when you actually see this video, 5 a.m. Eastern Time. Now, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I'm really excited about this upcoming baseball season. As a matter of fact, I'm so excited I'm actually rubbing my shaft with canola oil. Don't question it. So now that I have officially freaked out 94% of you, offended about 1%, and possibly turned on 5% of you, let's get into the matchup of the official first game of the MLB 2012 season, as the Seattle Mariners bring up King Felix Hernandez to take on Brandon McCarthy and the home Oakland Athletics. For starters, this is a rematch to last April 21st encounter at Safeco Field between these two pitchers. It was a true pitcher's duel all the way through the end, with Brandon McCarthy surprisingly going 8 strong, giving up only a run on 4 hits and a walk while striking out 6. This wasn't the same Brandon McCarthy that had bounced around between the White Sox and the Rangers. No, this McCarthy instead had refocused on himself and really started to hone in on his own abilities and become more consistent. And I do believe that he will continue to remain consistent. Unfortunately, he's still with Oakland, and this lineup hasn't gotten any better. So going into this game, I feel that this is an easy win for King Felix to chalk up once again, because Oakland has almost no offense to really speak of. Granted, Seattle's offense is very anemic as well, but their hitters, their young core hitters, have a lot more potential and upside to them, especially going into this season. The A's lineup sacrificed a lot of experience to get younger in key positions, which unfortunately means they have a lot more inexperienced players who may or may not pan out in producing a lot of run support for their pitchers. Gone are David DeJesus, Connor Jackson, Josh Willingham, Ryan Sweeney, Mark Ellis, and Kevin Kuzminoff. Hell, they don't even have Andy LaRoche anymore. So gone is that experience and replaced by youthful prospects, of which many have questions as to whether they can or will pan out. No greater questions loom on the A's lineup than at the power position first base. The team is really banking on Chris Carter finally turning that corner and becoming the big power bat that they had hoped he would be. They're also paying heavy into a potential steal in Kia Keheu, the hope here being that he'll be a late bloomer much like Jose Bautista turned out to be. But right now he looks like a professional AAA hitter. Then there's former Diamondbacks first baseman prospect Brandon Allen, who thus far doesn't look like he's going to be panning out to be anything special. As it stands now, the A's offense doesn't look like it has enough power to sweep Rihanna off her feet. Thus far, the only bright spots to this lineup are Jamil Weeks and Yenis Cespedes, and maybe even Coco Crisp. But Cess had a pretty poor showing in 8 games of spring training, going only 5 for 25. So his real big test here will be what he does against King Felix. If he can maintain any sort of discipline at the plate and possibly work some big counts. But I really don't think that's going to happen. As a matter of fact, I think King Felix is going to actually carve up this entire lineup and possibly end the night with 9 strikeouts under his belt. And on that note, give me the Seattle Mariners to take Game 1 of this opening series. For Game 2 of this series, which plays on Thursday at 6 a.m., the matchup will be Jason Vargas versus Bartolo Colon. This pitching matchup is actually a lot more even than I would care to admit. And unfortunately, this one's a little harder to call. On the one hand, Vargas doesn't have the greatest of control, and on the other, Colon just simply doesn't have great stuff. So this game is more of a coin toss, and unfortunately, I think I still gotta side with the Mariners on this one simply because they have the better lineup. It's nothing personal, A's fans. Well, except for the fact that I absolutely hate Billy Beane and think he's a complete fucking moron, but it's not personal. So there you have it. I'm taking the Mariners to sweep in Japan to open off the 2012 MLB season. I will see you guys very, very soon. with my cock out.